Good morning, my dear friends. Today I'm going to discuss a very beautiful poem by Pablo Neruda, Keeping Quiet. It's there in the syllabus of 12th English course CBSE, but it's an all-time relevant poem, and these days especially when all of us know that the entire world is sitting on the pile of explosives. Pablo Neruda, winner of a Nobel Prize in the Literature in 1971, in this poem, Keeping Quiet, emphasizes that if we stop our activities, if we stop doing anything for a while, for a moment, then in the silence, in the loneliness, we will come to know that all the human beings on the earth are the same, are one. This feeling of togetherness, this feeling of fraternity, this feeling of brotherhood will save this earth from destruction. So let me recite the poem first, and then we'll do the explanation as desired by the CBSE paper, final paper. So, keeping quiet. Now we'll count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms too much. It would be an exotic moment. It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and men gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors. Victory with no survivors would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. If we were not so single-minded about keeping ourselves moving, our lives moving, and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. In a very simple, easy images, he has explained the poem. He has written this poem. Yes, now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. The poet says that we stands for the human beings all over the earth. That we will count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And all will keep still. Still means silent. All will stop our activities. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Means that we should keep silent, not speak any language. Languages are so many languages: French, English, Hindi, Punjabi, or we should stop our walk and we'll keep silent. Let's stop for 1 second He only says that 1 second is enough. 1 second is just the image that for a short while we should stop our activities and not move our arms so much, and should meditate, should not move, should stand still and introspect. It would be an exotic moment. He says that it will be a wonderful moment, full of excitement. You will realize a strange feeling without rush, without engines. Yes, all are hankering after money, busy with doing all the work all the time. No time for the relaxation for we people. So the engines will stop making noise. There will be no rush, no hurry. We would all be together in a certain strangeness. Underline these lines, that there will be a certain strangeness, a different feeling, a feeling of silence, a feeling of a feeling of peace, a feeling of serenity, calmness and serenity, and we will realize it will be a strange feeling. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. Now see simile, the comparison he makes. He says that the fisherman doesn't know, he is so busy in the cold sea catching the whales. But then he will realize that he is doing a wrong thing. For he is selfish and he is taking the life of whales. He is finishing the whales from the sea. And the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hand. See, the laborer who gathers the salt from the shores of the sea, he will have the time to look at his hands, hurt hands, the bruised hands, the hands which are injured by the salt. He doesn't have time. He daily goes. It is his work. He doesn't bother about the injuries of his hand. Yes, he will realize in that moment when he stops doing work, he will realize that it is a very strange moment. Those who prepare green wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivor. Most relevant lines these days. Those who are fighting for false prestige, for false power, for false pelf, for vanity. They are preparing war with the gases. Gases means the bombs, gaseous bombs, green wars. And victory with no survivor, this is most important. What will be the use of that victory when there will be no human being left on the earth? Would put on clean clothes. Those who fight in the dresses, green dresses, black dresses, they will, when they stop fighting, they will put on the same clothes as the civilians wear. And then they will come to know that they are all our brothers. We kill a person without no enmity. So war is a cruel thing. What I want now what he clears the idea. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. He says that in that time of stopped moment of work, in that moment when we stop the work, then it should not be confused with death. It won't be the silence of death or inactivity. He says that the activity of introspection will go on. Then we will realize. What will we realize? Life is what is about. I want no truck with death. Again says that there is no comparison of death with this silence. If we were not single-minded about keeping ourselves moving, he says that we will realize that thing which when we move we don't have any time to think that perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this, but we are doing our work day and night. But if you ask someone that are you happy, nobody is happy, nobody is contented. In the discontent, all people are working. He says that this silence may make them realize that life is worth living, and we should understand each other. Of never understanding ourselves, when we are busy with the work, we can never understand ourselves. But in that moment of silence, we will completely understand each other. Perhaps the earth. Yes, now he says there is another poem by P.B. Shelley. He says that when the seeds are in the earth, buried in the earth, then when the time comes, they sprout again. So his same idea is there. Perhaps the earth can teach. Earth can be a good teacher. The seeds are sown in the earth. They are dead, but they again arise. So it will be a new life. It will make us relive our life, the life of peace, the life of fraternity, the life of brotherhood, the life of togetherness. Now I will count to 12 and you keep quiet and I'll go. Again he says that I'm going to count 12. 12 might symbolize that a day has 12 hours, and there are 24 hours in a day and a night. But he says that again the new day will dawn when we stop our activities for a while. In another video, I'll discuss the theme separately. So please, if you like my ideas, if you like this video, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you and have a nice day. This is the pious day of Guru Ram Das Ji, Gurpurab. I wholeheartedly congratulate all my brothers all over the world. Thank you and have a nice day. See you soon again in another video. Till then, take care of yourself. Stay healthy, safe and contented. Happy and contented. Thank you.